you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the member for Provencher. I've had the opportunity to have side conversations with other members of the Conservative caucus. It is, to me, quite clear that Bill C-47 is entirely about arms trade. It is entirely about export of armaments. It has no application to domestic sale of long guns or guns of any kind. And it's unfortunate that we're having this conversation in the House, because I think it could unnecessarily alarm people, including people in my own riding of Saanich Gulf Islands, who are long gun owners and and don't want these imaginary burdens that the Conservatives imagine are created by this Act. So I try to explain, if I can, to my friends from the Conservative caucus, when you go through the Act, the structure is clear. Everything in the Act is related to amendments to permit accession to the Arms Trade Treaty. My question to the Liberals, if I'd had a chance to put them forward, are that they've left huge loopholes on the sale of arms. But going back to the concern about legitimate hunters, broker is defined only in terms of export and import of armaments. The list that is concerning people, which is found in subsection 10.3, the keeping of records, only applies to those under the purpose of this Act keeping records necessary to determine if they've complied with an Act which is about the export of armaments that can be used by terrorist organizations around the world. So I asked my honourable colleague if he were satisfied that there was no way, as I am satisfied, that this Act could have any impact on domestic owners. Would the member please agree that it would be better for the world to limit the sale of armaments?
Well, member for Provencher in 45 seconds or less, please.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to my friend, the honourable member from Saanich Gulf Islands. I know she's always very thorough in her evaluation of bills, and I have great respect for the work that she does in this House. However, I disagree with her on the point that it doesn't affect individuals and organizations, because 7.1 of the agreement clearly states that individuals and organizations will be subject to this agreement, and so that will directly require individuals' information to be recorded and kept in a registry.